welcome to Lesson 4A, Parents and Teenagers. In this lesson in grammar, you're going to learn about the present perfect together with yet and already. In vocabulary, you're going to learn some housework, vocab, and also the difference between make and do. In pronunciation, we are going to learn some new sounds, okay? Starting with reading. Letter A. Look at the definition of teenager. Here is the definition for the word, okay? How do you pronounce it? Do you have a similar word in your language to describe a person of that age? So let's read together here. Teenager. It's a person who is between 13 and 19 years old. Another word for that would be adolescent. Okay, so let's see. In letter B, read the article about some annoying habits. Write P if you think the sentence is a parent talking about their teenagers, or T if you think it is a teenager talking about his or her parents. So now you are going to pause the video and read this text. Okay, so you can compare your answers now and say if you agree or disagree, okay? Wonderful. Now, in letter D, you are going to focus on the highlighted verbs and verb phrases. And then in your book or your notebook, you can write the definition for all of these words and what they mean, okay? Great. In letter E, do any of the parents or teenager habits annoy you? Which ones? If you don't understand what annoy means, please look up in a dictionary. Annoy would be the same as irritate. So which habits irritate you? Wonderful. Now, moving on to vocab, we're going to learn some housework, words, and also difference between make and do. So look again at the highlighted phrases from the text. Which three are connected with housework? Pause the video and do it. Okay, so these are the words. Okay, now let's go to page 154 and learn some more words, okay? So here we have the pictures and here the verb phrases. Please pause the video and try to match. You finished? Let's listen and see if you're right. Remember, repeat all the verb phrases so you can practice pronunciation, okay?
2.13 Housework 7,
Clean the floor.
9,
Clean your room.
8,
Do the dishes.
6,
Do the ironing.
2,
Do the laundry.
3,
Do the shopping.
12,
Make lunch.
4,
Make the beds.
10,
Pick up dirty clothes.
5,
Put away your clothes.
1,
Set the table.
11,
Take out the garbage.
All right. If you have any questions, check up on a dictionary, okay? Now, cover all the phrases, look at the pictures, try to see if you can remember them. Okay, I would just ask you to focus on these two words here. which we have the tendency to mispronounce them, okay? So here we pronounce ironing, ironing. And here we pronounce long, laundry, laundry. Fantastic. Right? So now let's see the difference between make and do. It would be interesting if you could take a look at a dictionary and see the difference and the examples that we have for make and do. You finished? So, make we usually use when we want to talk about the creation of something. I make toys. For example, the factory makes a lot of toys or bikes, or they make cars. Okay, make is associated with the creation of something. Whereas do, it's more related to the daily activities, especially like do an individual sport, do the dishes, do the laundry, do your housework, do the homework. Okay, it's more related to executing a task. So now you are going to pause the video and write here in this sentences in two way, make or do. Okay, now let's listen and check your answers.
2.14. Make or do. 1. Do a crossword. 2. Make a mistake. 3. Do an exercise. Do homework. 4. Make a noise. 5. Make a phone call. 6. Do housework. 7. Make friends. 8. Make lunch. Make dinner. 9. Do yoga. 10. Make plans.
Very nice. Okay, so now try to cover and look at the pictures and then say the phrases. Practice them. All right, fantastic. Now you are going to answer these questions. Wonderful. Go back to page 28. Now let's work on grammar. Present perfect with yet and already. So to start that with, let's take a look at these pictures. What do you think the people are arguing about? Okay, so let's listen and check.
2.15. 1.
Have you seen my yellow sweater? I can't find it.
No, I haven't. Have you looked in your closet?
Of course I have. What's that under your bed?
Oh, yeah. I remember now. I borrowed it.
2.
Why aren't you doing your homework?
I've already done it.
Really? When?
I did it on the bus this afternoon.
3.
Have you finished yet?
Almost.
I need the bathroom now.
But I haven't dried my hair yet.
Well, hurry up then.
4.
I've already asked you to get a plate for that sandwich. I just cleaned the floor, you know.
Okay. Oops. Too late. Sorry.
All right. So now in letter B, you will listen again, and this time you're going to complete the dialogues with a past participle form from the list. If you have any problems trying to get the past participles, remember you can go to the list of verbs. So here on page 164, you have a list of irregular verbs, and you can check if you have any problems. Remember that for the present perfect, we usually use the past participle form of the verbs. This is the third column, okay? Fantastic. So now let's answer. Let's check your answers then. Perfect. Now, in C, look at the first two questions in dialogue 1. Are they about a specific time in the past or a non-specific time? For example, sometime between the past and now. Look at the two first questions that we have here. Okay, so they are about a non-specific time, sometime between the past and now, okay? Now, underline the sentences with yet and already in the dialogue. What do you think they mean? Okay, checking your answers. Now, we are going to page 132 and learn more about this grammar. Please listen to the examples and repeat them.
2.16.
I've finished my homework.
She's cleaned the kitchen. He hasn't done the dishes.
Has she turned off her phone?
No, she hasn't.
Just as a review, the present perfect, we usually use it to talk about the recent past, not saying exactly when things happened. And we often use the present perfect to give news. Mary's had her baby. A package has arrived for you. O uso, então, do present perfect, ele geralmente é feito quando a gente quer falar sobre ações, né? Coisas que a gente já fez no passado, no presente, e que sejam relevantes, né? Para o que esteja acontecendo no nosso presente, tá? É muito comum usá-lo para dar as notícias, né? Para falar algo que a gente fez, não fez, já fez, tá? Algo que aconteceu. Então, nós usamos o present perfect. Lembrando que a forma, quando a gente usa o present perfect, nós devemos usar o have como verbo auxiliar. E junto com have, nós vamos usar um verbo na sua forma do past participle, ou seja, da terceira coluna dos verbos. Na fala, é muito comum nós usarmos as abreviações I've, you've, it's, his, she's, né? Lembrando que aqui é a abreviação de has e não do verbo to be. He, she, it, hasn't, né? Na negativa. I haven't, you haven't, quando for então também na negativa. Tá? E nas questions, nós devemos usar o have na frente do sujeito como um verbo auxiliar. Have you finished the exercise? Yes, I have. Ou no, I haven't. Ok, então essa é a forma do present perfect. Para mais dúvidas, cheque ali a lista de verbos que eu já mostrei aqui para você na página 164, ok? We also use with present perfect the adverbs yet and already. Let's listen to the examples and repeat.
2.17. 1,
Have you done your homework yet?
No, not yet. I haven't finished yet.
2,
Do you want to see this movie?
No, I've already seen it 3 times.
Então, é muito comum nós usarmos o yet and already com o present perfect. Lembrando que yet, né, nós usamos em frases interrogativas ou em frases negativas. Já already, nós usamos em frases afirmativas, ok? E nós usamos, né, em frases afirmativas para dizer que algo aconteceu antes de agora ou mais cedo do que esperado, né? Ou quer dizer, eu já, eu já vi 3 vezes, tá? Então aqui o already significando já. Aqui então, ainda, né? Ainda não. No, not yet. I haven't finished yet, né? Eu ainda não terminei. Então, already, já, yet na negativa como ainda, e yet também como já nas frases interrogativas. É o que eles significam, ok? Fantastic! Now it's time for you to do the exercises, page 133. So in letter A, you will write sentences in the present perfect. Pause the video and do it. Okay, so remember to use positives and negatives and also interrogative sentences. Let's check your answers. Now, in letter B, you will write sentences or questions with already or yet. Okay, so checking your answers. Fantastic. Okay, so in letter F, listen and make affirmative sentences negative and negative sentences affirmative. For example, I finished. You need to change the sentence into negative. When you have a negative sentence, you change it into affirmative. Let's go.
2.18.
I finished. I haven't finished.
It hasn't rained. It's rained.
You haven't changed. You've changed.
He's arrived. He hasn't arrived.
We haven't argued. We've argued.
It started. It hasn't started.
They haven't landed. They've landed.
She hasn't passed. She's passed.
I haven't studied a lot. I've studied a lot.
It hasn't stopped raining. It stopped raining.
Wonderful, fantastic. Okay, so now let's move on to next page and do some pronunciation. In this pronunciation, we are going to work on 2 different sounds, the y sound and the j sound. So listen and repeat the picture words and the sounds.
2.19.
Yacht. Y.
Jazz. J.
Okay, now let's put these words in the right columns. Okay, so now you are going to take a look at these words and check which of them have the y sound and which ones has the j sound. You remember that this y, it's very common for letter U, y, y, right? And also letter Y, y. Okay, so j, it's common for both letters G and letter J. So now pause the video and try to do the exercise. Fantastic. Let's check your answers now.
2.20.
Yacht. Yet. Yellow. Use. Uniform. Year. Yoga. Beautiful. Young. Argue.
Jazz. Just. College. Change. Teenager. Enjoy. Jacket. Bridge.
Great. Okay. Now let's move on to letter C. Practice saying these sentences. Jim has joined a judo class. Have you worn your new uniform yet? Practice. Okay, now you can go to communication. Has he done it yet? This is page 101. This exercise here, you're going to take a look at this picture here. Okay, look at the picture for 1 minute and try to remember what's in it. Okay, so now go to next page and answer these questions. Okay, so look at the list of things Max always does every morning. Has he already done them? Try to remember what was in the picture. Write sentences with, for example, he's already made the bed, or he hasn't made the bed yet, according to what you remember. Okay, so now you can get back here so you can check your answers. Look at the picture once again and see what he has already done or hasn't. So let's check your answers. In 5A, you're going to do a listening. Listen to the first part of a radio program about teenage caregivers. Answer the questions. Do you know what a caregiver is? It's a person who usually helps people in need, especially sick people or the elderly, handicapped people. Okay, so listen and then answer the questions.
2.22.
Teenagers today have a bad reputation. People say that they are lazy and messy and that they do very little to help their parents around the house. But there are some teenagers for whom this description is just not true at all. It is estimated that there are more than 1.4 million teenagers in the U.S. who have to look after a member of their family, their mother or father, or brother or sister. In many cases, these young helpers, or caregivers as they are called, are doing things like feeding, washing, and taking care of family members, as well as doing their schoolwork.
Okay, so now read these questions and answer them. Okay, so here are the answers to check. B. Listen to the rest of the program. In what way are the two teenagers unusual? Do they feel positive or negative about their lives?
2.23.
I'd like to welcome to the program two of these teenagers, Alice and Daniel, who are 17 years old and who both take care of family members. Hello, Alice. Hello, Daniel.
Hi.
Who do you take care of?
I take care of my mom. She has ME. It's a disease. It means that she feels tired all the time and she can't walk very well. And I also take care of my younger brother and sister. He's 6 and she's 4.
I take care of my mom, too. She had a bad car accident 7 years ago, and she can't walk. I also take care of my little sister.
You both do a lot of housework. What exactly do you do?
On a normal day, I get up early and I clean the house and I do the ironing. After school, I sometimes take my mom to the store in her wheelchair. In the evening, my dad makes the dinner. I'm not very good at cooking. But I make sure my brother and sister eat their dinner, and then I put them to bed.
My day's pretty similar. I clean the house and iron, but I also do the cooking and the grocery shopping. My dad left home 4 years ago, so we're on our own. I take my sister to school and make sure that my mom is okay. I have to give her massages every evening.
How do you feel about the way you live?
I don't really mind taking care of my mom. She's sick and she needs my help. But sometimes I feel a little sad when I can't go out because there are things to do around the house. And I sometimes get angry with my school friends. They don't really understand the problems I have at home. All they think about is clothes, boys, and going out.
I like what I do because I'm helping my mom and I'm helping my sister at the same time. Of course, it's true that I can't go out much because I need to spend most of my time at home. I sometimes go out with my friends, but I don't like leaving my mom by herself. I always make sure that I have my cell phone. If my mom needs anything, she calls me and I go back home. It's not a problem for me. It's just part of my life.
You're both doing a great job. Thanks very much for coming on the program.
Wonderful. So, now answer these questions. In letter B, checking your answers. Okay. In letter C, you're going to listen to this audio once again and do the answers here. So here you need to check A for Alice, D for Daniel, or B for both Daniel and Alice, okay? Fantastic. So here we have the answers. Fantastic. In letter D, do you know any teenagers like Alice and Daniel? What do they do? Right. Fantastic. So now this is lesson 4A. If you have any questions, let me know. And remember to now do your exercises in the workbook. Okay, pages 24 and 25. And I will play the listening activity for you so you can check. And remember, the answers will be on the platform so you can check them.
File 4A. Listening. Speaker 1.
Housework? Me? No, that's my mom's job. She only goes to work 2 days a week, so she has enough time to cook and clean and things like that. I go to school, and then I see my friends, so I'm too busy to do housework. My dad goes to work every day, so he doesn't have time either.
Speaker 2.
Well, I try and help my mom when I can. I make my bed when I get up in the morning, and I always set the table for dinner. I usually clean my room, but my mom is the one who cleans it. Apart from that, I'm not at home very much, so I don't do anything else.
Speaker 3.
Oh, yes. Everyone in my family helps with the housework. There are 4 of us, and we're all very busy. During the week, my mom or my dad cooks the dinner, and my brother and I do the dishes. We do the cleaning together on Saturday mornings.
Speaker 4.
It's true. I don't do much housework, but I love cooking. I don't have time to cook during the week, But I do all the cooking on the weekend. My mom does all the cleaning, though. She says she doesn't mind it.
Speaker 5.
We have a cleaning lady who comes in every day, and she does all our housework. She makes the beds, cleans the floors, and cleans our rooms. She even does the ironing. I'm not sure who does the shopping, but the refrigerator is always full. That's the important thing.
All right. So that's it. Thank you and see you next class. Bye bye.